Hey everybody, it's Renee here. I am showing you my larger junk journal that I just made. This is a 2-signature junk journal, and I'm not going to get great in detail on showing you how to make a signature and pop it in here, but I will show you a little bit. I recently just made a 1-signature junk journal, and I'm going to link up top in the right hand corner there. You will see the video to that one. So if you want to have more details on how to make a signature, check out that video. But for this one, I'm going to show you the inside. What I've done so far is I've lined up my lines where I'm going to put each signature. Here are my 2 parts of the album or journal I should say. I have 10 sheets in each, and I'm going to put those in here. I'm going to show you how I made the holes and how I actually bind it up. The video to actually see this in full and do a show and share will be next week. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, you hit that bell notification so you can get the video as soon as it's released, and check it out because it's going to be pretty cool. And I actually am very happy with how this one turned out. It's pretty neat. I'm going to have a lot more coming up soon, including ones with a Christmas and holidays flair. So check those out. So first things first, I'm going to take, and you're going to see a little bit of this because I have to show you to show this. I in past have actually made my holes, and I usually do 4 like this, but what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to try and cut it all, if I can, at one time, so simultaneously. So we'll see if that works. And so we'll try it for the first one, and if it doesn't, we will know better for the second. So let's give this a whirl. So here is our signature. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to clip this to the cover, but only this side. So see how this works. Try something new, right? You don't know unless you try. So there we go. And it's, let's see, move it over just a shade in case there's any movement. I love the crinkleness and the sound of all of this. It's so neat. All right. So that's about right. That's probably better. I'll put this one on here. Hope you guys are liking these videos. I truly enjoy junk journals. They're so much fun. It's a great way to use up different things you have. And I'm not a hoarder, but a collector of things, and definitely all things vintage. So I get a lot of this kind of stuff, and I love, using it up as much as I can. So here we go. I'm going to move this in, and this is with my Crocodile Big Bite. Just trying to get a feel for where it's at. Lining it up with my holes. So I'm going to give it a whirl. This one you have to push pretty hard because it is going through the binding. Yep, that works good. And then I'm going to do one just a little bit closer to the end. There we go. And now I'm going to flip it over and try it this way. And move it down a little bit. I usually do the further ones first. Okay, you don't have to, but that's usually what I do. Okay, and Give it a whirl there. So there are mine. And now I'm going to actually go through and I'm going to do the signature so we can see how it turns out, and then we can move on to the next one. So, and I know a lot of people do theirs a little bit different. You want to leave excess on the end so you have something to tie with. I always start on the inside because you have to tie it, and I want my tie on the inside. So we're going to leave about that much, and then I'm going to go to the next one up. I just got to find it. There we go. And I'm going to hold this until I go to the next ones so it doesn't move. So, got that tight. I'm going to go back into the last one we just did. Tighten that one. And then move back to the first one. And this tends to be how I usually do mine. Pull it tight. Now you can let go because you've tightened all the other ones. And we're going to go in here. This is the one we haven't went into yet. You probably can't see this because I'm probably off camera. There we go. Had the hole was a little plugged up, so just poke that out. So move that in there and then back through here. There we go. And then I'm going to go through here. If I can get through here. There we go. Go through there and you pull out the excess. And now I'm going to tie it. You could, if you had longer, you could go through and do it again and have multiple. And in my last one, I actually did 2 rounds, but in this one, I only have 1. So I'm going to tie it. This nice waxy thread. And now I'm going to go, this is just what I do. Again, you don't have to do it this way. A lot of people use a surgeon's knot, and sometimes I do. I went under. Try and hold it in place. I'm going to tie it again. And I'm going to tie it again one more time because it is waxy, but it shouldn't move anywhere. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to just cut this end off. Now let's have a look and see how it did. We're going to take this side off, but leave the other side clipped together. Worked out really well. Lined it pretty well on our line. There we go. So now we're going to unclip this side. And we're going to do the exact same thing with our second signature. And then I will show you how it turned out. So using my Crocodile Big Bite, I punched my holes in. This is our outside signature, so it turned out pretty good. I'm not going to show you the whole inside because that's another video. But yeah, it turned out really well. Our signatures are in there. And I like how it turned out. So you saw the first one. I will show you the second. It's kind of the same. You'll see a little bit of the inside of here. But yeah, it turned out exactly the same. Works great. Nothing's falling out. All good. So if you want to see inside of this, check out my video coming up next week and any of my other videos because I have some other junk journal videos and more coming on the way. Hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get these videos as soon as they're available. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.